Hey guys, Christian Edwards here. I've been with the Best Price Nutrition and Capital and Supplement Warehouse family for nearly 4 years now, ongoing. I run the Mokena location, if you guys don't know that already. I've been involved in the supplement and fitness industry for a little bit over 10 years now. Working, first starting off at the age of 18, running a GNC. So I know some of the bullshit that goes behind some of the scenes over here. On top of being an athletics director, and a fitness manager and a trainer, throughout my almost entire career in life. Besides, at some point I ventured off into working in the software industry. Wasn't for me, so I came back to what I'm passionate about and what I'm fluent with.
What got you into fitness and nutrition?
So some of the things that got me into fitness and nutrition is, my, stepfather was, a bodybuilder as well. And my mother was also heavily into fitness. She didn't want me touching weights, and she, instilled the fear in me that I'm going to be a midget for the rest of my life if I don't, if I keep working out. I'm going to stunt my growth, which isn't true at all.
So what are your goals now that you've been in fitness or in the fitness industry for a while? What are your goals? Like anything bodybuilding, stuff like that?
Yeah, so I'm a men's open bodybuilding competitor. I've competed in 8 shows. One of my main goals right now is to assist and help others and kind of just debunk the BS that comes along with people getting into the fitness industry. Because could you imagine getting into working out now with how over publicized, social media is, and, forums, and, every Dick, Harry, and Joe at the gym where, you shouldn't train this long because it's overexerting yourself, or you shouldn't do this much weight because that's not proper, or this isn't right, this, and that, and X, Y, and Z. So I guess my job and my goal right now is to, educate those in the store and the surrounding area of the store of debunking, just the crap that they hear. Where my knowledge comes from, it comes from experience. Also, I have a CSNC, CPT. I took a few exercise, science and kinesiology classes. And what I can say is most of the stuff that I learned in that, I haven't. It's not applicable to any of this. None of that has ever been relevant to anything that has assisted with me in, growing myself as an individual, whether it be composition-wise, cognitive function, or to assisting and helping everybody else, because everybody is individual specific. And just because something is textbook, that textbook isn't a one size fits all.
What makes Capital different than like the local competitors?
So Capital Nutrition is very different than the local competitors. So one, we're not worried about making the extra margin or profit off what people make off of pro hormones, just to satisfy a sale or have a $70 or $80 sale on a pro hormone product, just to get it in someone's hands and get them out the door. Because at the end of the day, we're looking at increasing someone's overall longevity, health, life, and physical attributes rather than just making a quick dollar. Another being is we don't have a house brand. So we're not going to push, whatever our, DNC product is, or our Body Vec product is. Also, Capital Nutrition, we're one of those stores where, mostly all of our staff is fairly knowledgeable. Even our new hires are knowledgeable as well too. And the people that we do bring in, if they're not into it and if they don't fit the criteria, or if they just don't, if they're not applying themselves, and if they don't really have the urge or, some type of sense of urgency to learn products, because, we hire people in, and not everybody off the bat is going to know what half of the shit in the store does at all. So we hire individuals in that are interested in this lifestyle, that are willing to learn more about the lifestyle, and we also create educational materials too as well for our employees and our staff. And also, most of our staff, most of them are actual certified trainers. Or they, are, an athlete in one way or another, or, all the way to, some of them do modeling and everything too. So we have a wide array of, individuals that have different specific categories that they specialize in. So if one person doesn't know the answer, the capital difference between the difference everywhere else is that we're not going to bullshit the answer to you. We're either going to look it up or we're going to call somebody at another store to get that answer for you. So I was just asked, what supplements do I take and why do I like working here? So what supplements I take, I have a cabinet full. So I take my, VitaStack Daily by Allmax. It has, literally everything in there that you would need, from antioxidant to immune health to, joint cartilage support, amino acid profile complex, your vitamins, minerals, and so on. I take betaine, hydrochloride. I take pepsin as well too. I take a digestive. Pre-workout wise, vasodilator is always a plus. Pre-workout, I haven't been without a pre-workout in probably almost 10 years, whether it be a stimulant or non-stimulant. I haven't went to a gym since I've taken my first pre-workout, which was the first pre-workout that I've actually ever taken was Hemorage by Nutrex. And it was that Hemorage by Nutrex, that was the strongest hitting pre-workout that I've ever taken in my life. The scoop was literally probably this big. And I would take that and you were just on cloud nine. It felt like you weren't even in existence anymore. You were just there. That was probably one of my favorite pre-workouts, and they pulled that so quick too.
Why do you like working here?
I like working here because we have one owner that I report to. I speak to that owner almost daily. That owner cares about the employees here. He's credible for what he does too as well, because he was also a men's open bodybuilder as well. Now he's a fighter, and I don't know why. It just I don't think I would want to be getting punched in the face if but he enjoys fighting. He says that he told me, he was like, yeah, it's more of an adrenaline rush than stepping on stage. So he found something else that makes him happy. And he's honest, he's realistic. If you do a good job, he treats you well, he treats the employees well. Everybody is there to give you an answer. It's not like working in another corporate company where if I want to get a hold of somebody, I have to send an email and wait 3 hours for them to get back. Usually you can just pick up your phone and just call their cell phone, send them a text, and they respond back to you rather quickly. The staff that we have here is great, and everybody knows each other. And you can go in, and if you need something, you pick up the phone, call them, they get back to you. And another reason is that if it makes sense, the owner or the operations manager, whoever it may be that you have to report to, or even your manager, if it makes sense and if you want to do something or try to implement something, they'll let you just take the reins and just go do it. And they won't ask you two questions about it. As long as the first sentence that you say doesn't sound like it's going to put you in jail or put the company at risk, they'll let you go do it and give it a try. And they'll even fund it too. So, they give you the ability to basically own your own store, run your own team, market yourself the way that you want to market yourself. And you're not going to find that at any other store at all. I can guarantee it. You're not going to go to GNC to do it. I worked there already before. I worked there for 2 years. You're not going to go to Vitamin Shop and do it because you're one employee or you're one store manager on a list of how many stores do they have? 900, 700, 800, 1,000, whatever. So, most of those places, you're just a number. And here, you're known by your name, what you do, how you perform, how you act, how well you treat others, and how well you treat the staff. And my name's Christian Edwards. You can follow me on Instagram. It's at SwoolAgian. Aegean is Asian in Japanese, but it's pronounced Aegean with a J. If you need coaching, if you want any tips, if you need any advice on supplementation or anything of that nature, you can stop by the Mokena shop. You can shoot me a message on Instagram. And if you can't find my Instagram because you for some reason can't hear what I'm saying or how I'm pronouncing it, then you can just shoot the store over a message on their Instagram, which is at Capital Nutrition. Fairly easy to find. Easy to spell. Capital has an O in it, not an A. An O at the end, not the beginning. and shoot them over a message, just ask for me, and then I'll see that relatively shortly.
Cool. Good. Good job.
Good.